Hello, welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. So, as promised, I opened up the big box and I'm gonna do this video on it. What it is my classic markers that I ordered, and I ordered like this bundle thing on Crafter's Companion. They had this special going. So, in the special, I got 18 of these trays. I just wanted to show you 18. I'm not sure if that's what was supposed to come with it or not, but that's what's in the box. And then of course now I guess they're packaging them different, and so there's 5 packs of 12. There's a jewel pack. I need to move some of these so you can kind of see the packs a little bit. I'd like to show the packs a little bit so you know. There's a jewel pack. There's a nature pack. There's a bright pack. There's a floral pack. And there's a vintage pack. I haven't checked yet to see that I got everything I was supposed to. I will be doing that. And then we get, this is dark skin. Then we got reds. We got browns. We got turquoises. We got fair skin. We got pinks. We've got grays. Let me move these out of the way here. We got purples, blues, greens, and yellows. And then we've got the new colors. They're called the Hint of collection. So we got delicate florals, elegant hues, tinted naturals, barely brights, chic neutrals, and exquisite pastels. Now the way the classics work, and that's why I'm afraid this different packaging might kind of mess me up a little bit. You have a color and then you have the numbers of the color. So dark red is DR and 1 through whatever. And so that's how you know that you got the same color tone or whatever. And you know that if you stick within those numbers of that one color, you should be able to blend it, and you space it out and whatever. Now these are half of a number so that they would be lighter. A lot of people complain the light colors weren't light enough. So they came out with these lighter colors. And we're going to have to mess with them because now I don't know. Okay, so this is exquisite pastels. Well, what is this going to go with? How do I find which markers in here? Should I leave them in the set they came with? Or should I go ahead and line them up by color and number? So I have to do that. Now in this bundle, also sent this Spectrum Noir bag. I had no idea that it was going to be this big. None. So let me get this plastic out of here and set this down here. I mean, it's like a very, very large, but you see it's got feet. It's almost like a backpack. There's two pockets here. Let's see what it looks like inside these pockets. See, I haven't even opened it up. So you would put, I don't know, what would you put in there? Because that's not, a marker's not going to fit in there. A marker would fit in here and in here, but it's not going to fit in here or here. I'm assuming that this other pocket is going to be exactly the same. Of course, I could be wrong. Looks exactly the same. And then there's this outside pocket. So let's have a look at that. So, I mean, that seems kind of big. Your markers are going to be way down in there. If that's what you put in here, and I just don't know. It seems a little odd. There's a zipper pocket up here. See? In here, so I guess you could put markers down here. This part doesn't open, so I guess that's where markers would go down there. What about inside this bag? How do I open up the inside of it? Here it is. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Inside of here. Doesn't have any slots or anything. It just is. Oh, look at this. This is Velcroed on. Don't think it's meant to come off though, but it is Velcroed on. See? But there's nothing there except for the Velcro. So maybe it will keep your pins. But there's no slots or nothing for your pins. There is a zipper up here. And the thing, you cannot go up, you can only go down. I don't know, it's interesting. Maybe you can put the racks in. Wonder. Okay, so the racks will go in this way. Because you don't want them that way, you're going to want them this way. So, because if you want to get to them, you're going to want them facing this way. So maybe that's when this would come out. I don't know. I have it this way, right? But see how much it's sticking up over the top. So if I took this out all the way, maybe we could get them in there. Okay, so I guess that's the point. See, now it fits. And you could zip it up and put them on. So I guess that must be what you're supposed to do. You stick the racks in here, and then you can stack them up. And you know what? I might keep them in this. As long as they say to store them horizontally, not vertically, horizontally. So as long as I was going to keep this bag standing up, then that would be right. Now I don't know if I would want one at the very bottom. Maybe it will work. Let's see, let me see if I can show you the... No, it's too dark in there for you to see that, but the very bottom seems like it might be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I guess that's what I'm going to do then. The racks will go inside here, inside a big opening. Let's see if I can get this where you can see. I'll put the racks in the big opening and keep them in here. And that probably just fit perfect too. So, anyways, that is what was in the big box. Like I said, I had no idea this bag was this big, honestly. I expected, I don't know, something like half this size. To be honest with you, I forgot about the bag. But once I remembered it, I thought, oh yeah, but man, that's big. It seemed like it was half the size. But I guess I could put stamps and stamp pads in these side pockets in this front pocket, and with your alcohol-proof ink, which your quick dries will work. Your water reactive, I think will work. I have used the quick dry on them. The water reactive should be, because they're not moved by alcohol, they're moved by water. And what I think is that as long, I'm sorry about that. As long as they're the water ones, I think the alcohol won't get them. And we could test that out. Let me see. Oh, excuse me a minute. Let me find. See, there's a quick dry. And here is a water reactive. And I'll just get one of the markers out of one of these boxes. I want something you're going to be able to see. So here's our greens, and let's see how these are numbered. CG1, CG2, CG3, DG1, 2, and 3. So see, CG stands for, it usually says that on it somewhere. It seems like a little bit of a smaller marker. Doesn't seem quite as big as it did. Let's try this color out and see what the color looks like. Okay, so that'll show us if it moves. So I just put a little bit of, I'm just gonna dab a little bit here. That's a quick dry. I probably should have dabbed the water reactive first, because it will take longer, because quick dry is already dry. See, already dry. Here's, and let's do it a little bit bigger. There we go. The water reactive. And we're going to want that water reactive to dry a little bit better, because see, it still smears. See how fast that quick dry goes. I love that quick dry. Okay, I'm going to use the big end, because if I'm wrong, I usually use the small end anyways, but we'll use the big end. Hopefully I'm not wrong. And I'm going to go. Now see, it's not moving that ink at all. Or the stamp. And I'm going over it and over it and over it and over it and over it. And it's not moving it. Okay, so the quick dries will work. If you don't want to get a whole bunch of different kinds of stamps, pads, let's try this, see if this is dry, because it wouldn't be a fair shake if I used it and it's not dry yet. You know what I mean? Because anything will move it if it's not dry yet. Dry enough, I'm gonna say. Maybe not a good choice of colors, but see, green on the green. I'm waiting because it's kind of hard to tell from here if it moved that line. Maybe. You try it up here. Is there any on there? No. You can see the line still there. Let me try a different green and that blue, because maybe I don't want to pull out a whole other box, but maybe this one will be lighter. Huh, looks the same. Does that not look like the same color? I guess I'll have to get another color out of here. Let me see. Let's try one of these grays. Surely, what I'm going to have to do is get one of the old ones. I might just be thinking it's shorter because I've been using those tri-blends. For ice gray. Here's ice gray. It's very light gray. So let me show you what the ice gray looks like. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of these markers. I love the way it feels in my hands. I love the way they blend. I'm not gonna lie. And I promised I was gonna do a comparison to, I believe, the tonic. I believe it was tonic that I got, but I'm not positive about that. Okay, let's see if it moves the water reactive. That doesn't look like it to me, anyways. See? So, if you have a water-based, see, I don't see the color in the gray. It doesn't look to me like it moved it. Here, let's do this. See, it doesn't look like it moved it at all. What if I go over it and get it real wet? No. That line is staying there. You see? Right? Nothing on the ink. Nothing on the ink. The line is staying. You can't see the smaller thing. Anyways, let me show you. See, it didn't budge the line right here, and I went over it and over it and over it. See, it's not budging that line, and that's the water reactive dye. You know, I also have alcohol proof. I do. A lot of times when you buy some stuff from them, they'll send you the different ones, and so I've never bought an alcohol proof stamp pad. It's just that I have something that they send with something else, you know, like a tri-blend, or, you know, something that I bought, they sent the ink pad with. I did buy my quick dries and my water reactives, so, and that's, you know, I think that's all I'm going to. I'm not, you know, these quick dries work for everything. So I can move them with water if you're real quick and you put it on, you know, like something you can move it with water, but it's a permanent pad, ink pad. I've got a couple of the opaques. Maybe I did get the opaques too, because I like to do heat embossing, and I haven't done that for this video, for this channel yet either, and I need to do that too. I do love heat embossing. Man, it's a beautiful thing. You know, heat embossing is a beautiful thing. So, anyways, that was what was in that video, and I was going to try to see what was going to go in the free thing, but I'm telling you, I'm sorry, I just got too tired, and I will do that tomorrow. I will post a video, I will make something, and I will show the packet, and I'll add some things before I do that, because I'm telling you, I got a lot of doubles that I don't think, you know, so more needs to go in that free. Do you remember me doing that, playing with the acrylic paints? I hope that video got posted. These are the Jane Davenport kind of pastels, like paint, and it dried in a very, very flat, and I'm not sure how I feel about these colors. And like this, looks like an Easter egg, right? It looks like Easter egg colors, and to me, if they were shiny or not quite so flat and chalky looking, because I don't know how they look on the video, but in person, kind of chalky looking. I mean, I didn't think acrylic paint did that. Maybe that's just something she has on hers. But, yep. I mean, the way it blended like that, because I don't know if you didn't see the video, what I was doing is just dipping my brush in all these colors at the same time and swiping. And that's why it turned out like you'd have got the very distinct swipes, and it starts to fade into the kind of just one color, because that's all I did, back and forth on it. But I do like the way it did that. That was pretty cool that I could do that with that, and then maybe use that for background somewhere on something if the colors were a little different. But I'm kind of afraid it would be too pastel-y. But I think if I did like the violet and the blue, kind of threw in a little bit of this and tried to go for a midnight sky kind of thing, it might be alright. I don't know, because that's usually kind of a shiny thing with the lights and stuff, so I don't know. And I'm tired, and I think I'm rambling, and so I'm done. Hit that like and subscribe button. I will show the giveaway tomorrow when I do a project, and I think that's going to be the first thing I do tomorrow, is come in here and do a video project, and then try to work on straightening some of this stuff up. I've got so much stuff that came in that I gotta get it organized. You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick, because I know it's really goofy, and it just kind of struck me as funny when I was doing it. It kind of struck me as funny that when I get these packages from Crafter's Companion, not the ones from the US, but the ones from the UK, and you can usually tell the difference. It's packaged different. You get that white tape, and it might look a little battered and stuff, and like this box had where somebody reached in and, you know, grabbed it open in customs, and then they retaped it, but they had, you know, ripped the box. But you get these little air packages, and so when I get these special air packages, first thing I do is just pop the air, because, you know, then you can get them down to nothing. But it's funny, because I always tell myself, oh, England air. because it's packaged in the UK. So I always tell myself, oh, it's England Air. I'm releasing England Air. I know, goofy, but I don't know. It just struck me as funny that I always think that. So, thanks for watching my video. And I hope you will join me for the next one.